game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. On the run, it's Moulton. Oh, better look out. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David, a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. Running into the open space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Play, it's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense putting points on the board.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Moulton. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kearney. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Sooners are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
This is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more. He's got 43 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. Be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State. Whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback. Quickly out to the tight end.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal for the offense. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Sacked at the 7.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down punt.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lost to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Across the 45. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. On the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab, it's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Red pass, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, no! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on second down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's second and long. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll immediately call timeout. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, and he's going backwards defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
First down and more. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Knowles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Sorsby. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Florida State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion downfield.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking up.
There he goes. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when number 3's coming soon.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quarterback extends the play. He throws into the middle of the field. Hauls it in down the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Buying some time. He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. And he's dragged down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Moulton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Sategna. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the gun, looking for a man. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Gets it out quickly. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires to the big fella. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Grabs it in the middle. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Kearney. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants a big play here late. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Good, solid tackle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Let's it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So a drive there of 85 yards. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.